Okay, there we go. Oh, my back. Um. Oh, hey, Stan. From watching SFC Slayers game. Thank you, Darth. SFC? I'm not familiar with that show, game, sport. No idea. No fucking idea. Oh, Super Famicom Slayers game. I am not a Super Famicom aficionado, but oh god, I wonder if there's anybody that I know of that has tried to translate a game that I've been wanting to play for the Wonder Swan. Doubt it though, because the game is extremely obscure. Well, obscure in the West, not in the East. I mean, they still make lunch boxes and shit for the goddamn game, but other than that, nada. Um, it's an Arc the Lad game. It's a fan fiction. Well, that's the thing. It's Arc the Lad something Daiketsu or whatever. It's got a big long fucking word at the end of it, and it's basically like a fan fiction story thing. It has no bearing to the plot of the first two games whatsoever, from both 1 and 2 in it. And it's like some chick gets teleported or transported to their world, or she's from the past or the future. This is an official game. That's the interesting thing. It's an official Arc the Lad game that was made like a year before Arc the Lad 3. It had to have been before 3 because Arc the Lad 3 had massive overhauls for the graphics. Massive overhauls. But like it's a really weird game. And it's like I want to play it. Like I had it on I have an emulation of it on .com where I used to do my emulation stuff. I think it's on MU Paradise. Problem is to see a single translate it. Lad Kijin Fugatsu. Because I actually saw there's a there's a Wikipedia page for this goddamn game, and it actually explains most of the plot. And I'm like, huh, what's that? And it sounds like, and the reason why I say it sounds like a fan fiction game is it kind of does. A chick, like, there's some normal chick. She doesn't know where the fuck she is. She's either from the past or the future of the Arc the Lad series. She meets up with a bunch of the fucking main cast, and then they stop a big bad evil guy. To do with the machine gods, which is something that was alluded to in Arc the Lad 2 with the Ekbek, the robot. Arc the Lad really needs its time in the spotlight because it has some of the most badass lore, and I'll be playing that soon because after I play fucking Final Fantasy 1, I'm probably gonna wait for Final Fantasy. I'm probably gonna wait Final Fantasy 2 out because I've been dying to play not Final Fantasy, Arc the Lad. To play Arc the Lad fucking 1 and 2 again. And I'm just going to praise the Lad. It is one of my favorite PlayStation 1 games. Oh, nice. Because like, I want to know what the plot. I know the basics of the plot. That's the thing. I know the basics of the plot. What they're saying. I don't know the fine details whatsoever. So I don't know. Like I want to know what the full fucking story is going on. Thank you, Sten. Thumbs up for Sten. You can't see it because I'm not on thumbs up. Fought the Loch Ness Monster last night in D&D. It's not a plesiosaur, but it looks like one. It was in a cave or a bit like it was in a weird underwater or a water cave thing, and Lundy practically one shot the fucking thing. He did like 100 something damage to it, and it had 140 health. So it just kind of submerged underwater, and then Nick and Abby killed it. I had to step away so I can grab something to drink. We also fought 2 undead Cyclops. No, 3 undead Cyclopses. First one I killed. Second one Lundy killed, I think. And I think the third one Sammy killed. Sammy and Lundy are stuck in a trap. Like a portcullis is dropped between them and the rest of us. I spent most of the time looking for a lever to try and like open up the portcullis. Haven't found anything yet. And then like giant holes in the roof just started flooding water. And so they're like up to their knees in water right now. And we have to find a way to get them out before they drown to death. So that's where we ended off last night. Oh, God. Oh, tonight is Shadowrun. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Oh, goody. I get to deal. I might deal with that troll tonight. I might. Not sure. This stream's going to probably be a really short one. The GM, sorry, not the DM, because Shadowrun has a game master, not a dungeon master. But the GM wants to do the games an hour earlier than we were doing them, which was at 8 my time. He lives on the West Coast, so he was doing them 5 o'clock his time. So he wants to do them at 4 o'clock his time, 7 o'clock our time. So I was like, oh, okay. Like, because my sleep schedule is kind of fucked. I'm going to bed around midnight, and I'm waking up around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes. So I'm only getting fucking 3 hours sleep tops, because I'm usually tossing and turning most of the night because my fucking body is aching. But last week I fell asleep. I think during I know I fell asleep during the Dungeons and Dragons the Pathfinder game last Tuesday, not this past Tuesday. I fell asleep during that, and I fell asleep on Thursday's game last week, I think. No, I didn't. I didn't fall asleep Thursday's game. I fell asleep the last 2 Thursdays ago because I was tired. And I was trying to get my sleep schedule going. So like playing for 4 hours from 7 to 11 would be good because then I can actually like kind of settle into bed and not force myself to try and sleep. So I might get an extra half hour to an hour sleep if I'm lucky. So that'll be nice. God, Aaron Hernandez hanged himself. Heard that on the radio this morning. That's lovely. Got to skip out on his fucking life sentence. The prison that he was being detained in is one city away from me. Because they were interviewing, I think the prison warden or something like that. I forget what the guy's position was. So that sucks. The guy was like, "Oh, he was a model prisoner after that one fight he got into when he first came in. I would never expect him to hang himself." And it's like, really? Oh God, I don't know why I'm fucking. Hang on, I'm gonna close the window. It's chilly today. Also, hey Sammy. God, my legs. I am gonna have glutes of steel by May, and thighs and calves. Then again, my thighs and my calves are usually pretty fucking well defined because of all the walking I fucking do. But my thighs are gonna get fucking cut like a motherfucker. Oh God. Never do tree work, my friends. It'll kill you. Physically. Not mentally. Maybe mentally. I'm not sure. Oh. Fuck. I don't know why I'm fucking yawning. Getting wired. Like as soon as work is out, I'm all gung ho for fucking just relaxing and just enjoying what little time I have. Close Messenger out because that's eating up a lot of fucking physical memory. Set Skype to low priority again because for some reason earlier, like when I came online, when I got home, it was saying that there was a call in the chat that me and Sammy are a part of, but like there wasn't, and there was like 20 or 25 instances of Skype browser host running. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna restart Skype. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna eat some fucking homemade peanut butter cups and have a cigarette too while I'm at it. Oh God. Get that last cigarette out. Come on. You can do it. There we go. And here's my lunchbox. There it is. Oh, God. I got a turkey sandwich I didn't even eat. Turkey sandwich. It's fucking damp. I hate damp fucking sandwiches. They're the fucking bane of my goddamn existence. They really are. Oh well. So how's everyone doing? That's good to hear. Yep. Wow. That took a while to swallow. That's what she said. So apparently, I have to go into work tomorrow, and it's supposed to rain. That's going to be a lovely fucking day. But at least it's payday. So, um, actually, let me go with Steam. What's on my wish list? Uh, aw. D&D's canceled tomorrow. Wish list. Okay, Hearts of Iron. Hearts of Iron 4. Endless Space 2. Oxygen not included. Could have sworn I had. Also, why isn't Oxygen not included? Get a price tag. Okay. It's $20. Um, Geez, 2 gigs. It's a 4 gig RAM. I don't even know if my graphics card or my fucking processor would be able to handle um, oxygen not included. Uh, hmm. What to talk about? I mean, I've been cutting down trees for the past 2 days. Um, that's been pretty lovely. Thankfully, Kent came with me. So I let him fell the trees and I hauled them out myself since Kent's got a fucked up. It's one of his arms. Basically, um, I think it was 2 years ago. Kent works the basin cleaners. So in the middle of the winter, there was a big storm or what have you. You had to get one of the grates open. So what you do is you take a crowbar or a cat's claw. You pull the fucking grate open. Well, this one was particularly frozen, and he didn't realize it. And Kent's a pretty strong dude for 60 years old. He was 60 last year, so he'll be 61 this year. So he's 59 when this happened. He was just one-handing him. That's how he'd always done him. He'd just lift a fucking grate or like a sewer grate or a fucking manhole cover one-handed. And because it was frozen, it did not budge, and he used all his strength. Shit open, and he said it sounded like someone took a whole bundle or bushel of celery and just snapped it, like immediately. And he said my whole it was left arm. He's like my whole left arm went numb. Whole left arm went numb. And it's like Jesus. So he hasn't had much work to do other than running the basins and the street sweeper. And when he doesn't have any of that work, he'll help Donald out with one of the worker crews. So Kent's a nice guy. He thinks I'm like an awesome worker or an amazing worker. Like apparently he has a lot of respect for me. So he's like, oh, I'll work with Darth. So he was cutting down. I let him cut down the trees and hauled them out. And that's when, because he drove me there, so we had the truck opened up and we were listening to the radio while we were sitting there on break, and that's when I heard about fucking Aaron Hernandez. And then apparently there's 2 more aircraft carriers going into the the Korean Peninsula. Great. Just lovely. Just lovely. Because or fucking like forces going there that just poke a stick at them. Okay. He wants left and right, I guess, to show how tough he is. Like, it's not going to do anything. It's not. Like, think about it. He's going to say something and piss off the wrong. It's just what he does. What are going to do? He's just going to fucking. I can't believe he's fucking. Maybe he's fucking president. Bill O'Reilly got. That was another thing that was on the radio today. Come on, open up the article, please. The article. Business Insider. Sign that the U.S. intelligence community believes that the Trump dossier is. The FBI reportedly used the explosive detailing Donald Trump's alleged ties to Russia to bolster its case for a warrant that would allow Carter Page, an early foreign policy advisor to Trump's campaign. The FBI had enough confidence in the validity of the document to corroborate it and present it in court. The FBI has been using the dossier as a, quote, roadmap for its investigation into Russia's interference in the 2016 election since last year, the BBC's Paul Wood reported last month. It was not central to the Bureau's argument before a Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court judge that Page could have been acting as an agent of Russia, according to CNN. Intelligence contained in the 35-page collection of memos written by the former British intelligence operative Christopher Steele, who spent 20 years spying for MI6 in Moscow, apparently helped the FBI convince the court that Page could be acting as an agent of a foreign power. Some experts have accused the FBI of having political motivations for entering the document into evidence. Others are skeptical that the Bureau would have needed to use the dossier at all to bolster its case against Page, an energy consultant turned foreign policy advisor. The FBI's radar because of his ties to a Russian spy who had posed as a UN attaché in New York City in 2013. A former senior intelligence officer who requested anonymity to discuss the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act process candidly on Wednesday that using this kind of raw intelligence to build a case for an FISA, quote, not uncommon. Bear in mind that what one must do in the FISC is to persuade a judge that there is probable cause to believe that someone is the agent of a foreign power, the officer said. Cause is laid out in a, quote, declaration, he added, which is the new, quote, federal term for an affidavit. It is then, quote, generally signed by the agency head and cites the evidence that has been obtained by the relevant agency. According to the officials who spoke to the Washington Post, the FBI's declaration to the FISC, quote, laid out investigators' basis for believing that Page was an agent and knowingly engaged in clandestine intelligence activities on behalf of Moscow. The dossier, which had been corroborated by the U.S. Intelligence Committee, alleges that Page was a liaison between the Trump campaign and Russian officials during the campaign. It also alleges that while in Moscow in July, Page and his associates were offered the brokerage of a 19% stake in Russia's state oil company in exchange for the lifting of U.S. sanctions on Russia. Put forward in declaration is, quote, usually obtained from an intercept, according to the former intelligence officer. Quote, the evidence need not be of the quality would be admitted into a trial. FISC order is fairly low, but evidence cited will be corroborated through an agency's investigations. Familiar with the matter, told CNN. Basically, I mean, he got what? Out there. Okay, yeah. It's working. Oh my god, fucking. Oh, why? Fucking load up. Ay, vey. Pop out the chat. Okay. All right. Yeah. Sten. He was Bill O'Reilly was let go. Sorry, I was reading the that fucking intelligence committee article thing. Also, Jesus, that's a lot of Skype browser hosts they're running. Fucking this kind of Jesus. Okay, that should solve some of the problem. Yeah, I agree. I do agree. He like here's the thing with Bill O'Reilly. To me, he was an asshole that I hate. I love to hate. Like years ago, he's kind of just fallen to the wayside, and he doesn't really do much anymore. I've not seen him do a fucking thing or like come into the news other than this for a long time. Shows you how little of an effect he has on like the news now. Then again, like it's been fucking again. It's been ages. It's been ages since I've heard about him. So I don't know. Oh, God, my back. I should make some cinnamon tea. That'll soothe my fucking all my muscles. Uh, like my shoulders, my shoulders, my shoulder blades, all my pretty much my whole torso region. That's the most sore fucking part of me. Like my arms are all cut up. I know that much. And that's from the fucking briars and branches moving through the brush. Oh, fuck, I'm tired. Also, my yeah, I do. I really need a heating pad. I took a nice long hot shower yesterday, and it was like a 45-minute shower. I just sat under the fucking water, just like back, like I had it like not scalding hot, just before, like a, a cunt hair shy of fucking scalding hot water, and I just had my back pressed up against the shower head, and I stood there for a good solid 5 minutes, just letting the water fucking just hit my back, and it made it feel so good. I'm actually surprised I was able to stay awake when I got out of the shower because I was like, oh, my back feels so much better. I think when I was working last year, it was last year, I was using icy hot patches. I have two on my one on either thigh, and then I would have one on each shoulder blade, and I would just lay. Just lay right on the fucking bed. Dead to the world. Absolutely dead to the world. Oh yeah. That Daddy 05, that motherfucker. Fucking people. Also, apparently, this isn't U.S. news. It's global news, though. It's Norwegian news. Apparently, a documentary came out about some beggars being tied or having dealings with the Russian mob. I think it's the Russian mob. I forget which. It's a crime syndicate organization. It's a mob, Norwegian mob, or whatever. But oh fuck, I forgot what the fuck I'm talking about. I forgot what I was talking about. Son of a bitch. What? Oh my god. I've I've only had this happen to me like a handful of times. Fuck. I can't think of it to save my fucking life. Damn it, I hate that. Sten, you're in the chat. Do you remember what the fuck I was talking about, like, just now? while you're doing that, I'm gonna grab a candy bar. Caramel. Chocolate caramel bar. Here I come. No, Sten has not replied. I'm sorry, folks. I will try to, grasp what the fuck I was talking about before. Oh my god. Let's see. What else can I talk about? Because I'm kind of zoning out now because I'm like, what the fuck was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Son of a bitch. Okay. Anyways. Oh, I only have 2 viewers now. That sucks. Yeah, not actually, not really. It's a miracle that I have 2 fucking people that come to my streams on a regular. On the regular. Let's see. Oh, that's right. The beggars. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, then. So the beggars. I think people support you with this. All right. So basically, the beggars thing. So in Norway, there was a documentary about beggars. I guess poor people, bums, hobos, homeless people. Basically, the homeless population. And the documentary, and now that reminds me as to why onto opened up Facebook Messenger because I was talking to a friend of mine who is from Norway. So the documentary talked about, a documentary in Norway revealed that a lot of beggars have connections to the Romanian mob. And so there are apparently in Bergen, Norway, there was a shelter that had an explosion of violence towards beggars and bottle collectors after the airing of the documentary. Many are asking for the shelters to help them to go home. So, like, apparently Norway's gone crazy. Fear, I guess. I don't know. Like, it's weird. And it's like, why? People fear things that they don't understand. And it's like, I was telling my friend Mike, who I was talking to about this, like, it makes that kind of news makes it really hard for me to try and fucking have hope and, like, just hope and faith in humanity. When it's like, oh, some homeless people have Romanian mob ties, that means all, like, homeless people have ties to the mob. Let's beat them, because that makes sense. Like, let's attack some bottle collectors. You know, people who are collecting bottles and cans and cashing them in and redeeming them so they can, you know, eat for the evening. That's just lovely. Same shit's going on in California. But California has those spikes on the fucking sides of buildings so homeless people can't sit down or try and lay down to avoid the wind and shit. Like, this country really needs to start, like, upping its homeless person, like, protection act, like, protections, and try and fix the problem. Instead of stigmatizing them. Yeah, we are a backwards country. We really are. Pretty much, then. No one. Let me correct that. A majority of people don't care about homeless people. I say the majority because there are some decent people out there that actually like volunteer at soup kitchens and stuff, and like just care centers and stuff like that. They want to help the less fortunate. But the problem is the majority vastly outnumbers the minority when it comes to this. From my personal experience, a lot of people don't really give like a lot of people don't care about homeless people, and it's not because they're like, oh, homeless people, bleh. Like it's not like this hoity-toity fucking aristocratic like air to their dismay or just disinterest. It's because they just don't think about homeless people. They don't. Like your common Joe Schmo worker is more focused on working, paying his bills, getting home on time, getting to work on time, eating, making sure everything in his house is tip-top shape. And if he has a wife and some kids, he's focusing on taking care of like his wife and kids. He doesn't really have a lot of time to think about like the big grant, like the underbelly of society, so to speak. Like he'll hear about the news about the president, what the president's doing, and Congress, and just government in general. Something happened in the news, like Aaron Hernandez hanging himself, stuff like that. That'll be there. Like he'll know about that, but the only time somebody will see a homeless person is if they're standing on the sidewalk with a fucking piece of cardboard with some fucking Sharpie being like, hey, I'm homeless. Like any money or work will be greatly appreciated. God bless, or something like that. And that'll be the only time. And they'll usually just disregard it as, oh, it's just a bum. And then they'll just drive off. But it's like, what people don't understand though is that there's a majority of homeless people that are ex-military. Like a sizable chunk of homeless people are veterans. It's insane when you think about that. And then not only is that insane, but a lot of homeless people have mental issues. Like they're addicts, they're drug addicts, they can't take care of themselves, they're like, and that, like, and not only that, there's other people, me for example, where like just financial outcomes that would not have been stopped. There's no way you could have stopped like certain events. Like my uncle was just a prick and he evicted me and my brother and my father, even though we were paying the rent. We didn't pay half of what he wanted, but that wasn't because of me or my brother. Oh, I just saw what you said in the chat, Sten. Great minds think alike. So like we were still paying money to my uncle. He just didn't care anymore. So no matter how much money we gave him, he would have evicted us anyways. So I was homeless. Like there's been friends of mine that have just been kicked out. Like there's homeless teenagers that are homeless not because like they don't have a home. It's because they've been kicked out of their home because, oh well, I'm gay, or oh well, I'm bisexual. Like just different ideologies with their parents, and their parents just don't want to deal with that, or they hate them because they have differing opinions, so they kick them out. Getting into fights like with their parents and just throwing them out that way. Just shit like that. Like shit that you can't fully like control. There's a group of people that are homeless because of that. And like it's a problem with the news. The news likes to play up the bad stories rather than the good stories. Like there's been times where I've seen articles being like cop shoots basketballs with like local teams at neighborhood. after like a disturbance call or something, and the cop comes there, and he's got his body camera on, or someone's got a camera recording because they think something's going to go down, and he's like, "Oh, you guys are just playing basketball?" And they're like, "Yeah, we were just yelling. If like they want us to be quiet, we will." And he's like, "Yeah, it's all right," and then he plays basketball. But like that's a 1 in a million fucking article. You don't see a lot of those. You see a lot of like cop slays like minority teen, or cop brutally beats or like aggressively tackles woman because like she failed to like open up her pocketbook in time. Stuff like that. So like when people see the bad stories, they get a generalized biased opinion of things. And when it comes to homeless people, that's another good example. There are homeless people that are drunks. There are homeless people that are addicts. There are homeless people that rob. It's a thing. Like that's a like the only difference between normal people and homeless people is they just don't have a home. That's it. But because they're homeless, anybody who's homeless is either a junkie, a drunkard, or a thief, or some fucking combination of any negative like qualities or traits. Doesn't matter. It just does not give a like. There have been times where I've talked to people and they're like, "You know that Darth was homeless?" And they're like, "Oh, you look clean." And I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "What?" Like all the homeless people I've heard about are fucking junkies. Like I wasn't a junkie. Well, why were you homeless? And then I explain it. And he's like, "Oh, well, that sucks." Yeah, instantly stigmatized. Then you are correct. Um, Also, there's a stigmatized. They get stigmatized for a lot of things. Grocery stores won't let certain homeless people in the city. There's a certain amount of people that I've met through like going to soup kitchens and stuff where they're not allowed to go to grocery stores because they just look too suspicious. Um, Certain jobs will turn you down because like you look homeless. You can lie about your address. You can use one of your family or friends' home address as your own, so you can get your checks and stuff. But they'll still turn you down because you just don't look the part, and that sucks. Because there's a lot of people I've met that are homeless that really do try their damnedest to like survive. And so when I see an article where it's like, "Oh yeah, like people are attacking homeless people," it's like, why? Why would you do something like that? Why would you just harm another human being? Like he's not doing anything. He's collecting trash. He's picking up garbage off the side of the streets so he can turn it in for some cash so he can eat for the night. So he can have something to drink in the morning, like a coffee or a bottle of soda or anything to drink. Yeah, even liquor. And you know what? Like I know, like oh well, like because I've heard dozens of people tell me this over the years when I give change to homeless people when I see them. They're like, he's gonna just get boost for it. It's like, yeah. And how would you like? Would you want to be sober if you knew that you were homeless because it was your fault or it was something out of your own out of your control? Like, would you want to do that? Really? Would you want to sit there and just be like, "Well, I'm sober, sitting under this bridge or overpass, and it's cold"? No, you're gonna just want to get drunk so you can fucking just blissfully go to sleep. Just forget all your worldly woes. God, my arms. The arms and legs fucking burn when I stretch them. But yeah, it sucked. It really does suck. I think that's going to be where I end it for the stream. It's 6:07 p.m. Means I got like 50 minutes. I got 50 minutes before Shadowrun. I'm gonna make something to actually eat because that turkey sandwich is not gonna hold me over. Plus, I haven't even finished this caramel bar because I broke it up into pieces. But yeah, I'm gonna make something to eat while I still have time. So like, I'm not interrupting the game and being like, "Hey, sorry, I'm making something to eat." So thank you, Sten, for coming. Sammy as well. Thank you for coming. Hope everybody enjoys the stream, even though it's a pretty short stream and it's pretty dull. Yeah. Talk to you guys later. Hope you have a good evening, and hope you have a good Friday.